Communities don't just grow on their own. They're built, shaped, and guided by the people who care deeply about the future.
Today, we're sitting down with one of our region's leading builders and city volunteers to talk about the role of public and private partnerships, what it means to be a true leader in development, and how those decisions ripple through the lives of families, neighborhoods, and generations to come.
I'm Joe, and this is Kit, and we're your hosts on The American Dream.
So first of all, we're going to start with my good friend Dave Winder, who is the current chairman of the board of the Meridian Development Corporation, otherwise known as the Urban Renewal Board for the city of Meridian. We're going to go ahead and ask him a few questions about the benefits of public-private partnerships and how that brings economic development to a city. So Dave, from the board's perspective, what has made the partnerships with developers like Brighton Corporation and others so effective in driving economic development?
I think it's all about aligning goals. Developers may want to do one thing with their property. We have plans for what we'd like to see, and we can provide incentives to align their goals with ours. Otherwise, they might not be able to do the project if they didn't have an agency like ours helping on the public side.
So Dave, can you share some examples of how the public-private projects have translated into real benefits for the community, whether it's with jobs, housing, revitalized spaces?
Sure. In our downtown district, Old Town Lofts is a great example of what we can do. We partnered with a developer who built over 100 apartment units and some street-level commercial space that we really didn't have in our downtown. And so it's brought more people, some economic activity into downtown that's been really exciting to see what's going on. Like out at 10 Mile, our focus was on economic development. So our goal there was to grow family wage jobs. And so we partnered with Brighton to help them produce a development that would attract those kinds of employers. And it's been a great, successful project out there.
That's terrific. So, in looking ahead, how do you see these partnerships evolving in our city? And what's the role that you hope that developers like Brighton will continue to play?
Well, I think as we've become more urban and more population, it's harder and harder to develop around here and more expensive. The cost of capital is high, the cost of labor is high. It's really hard to do good projects. And so it's important for the public-private element of it to help contribute to those costs to make it more reasonable for private developers to do projects that we want to see.
Brings in exactly what we're looking for to make our city strong.
Oh, yeah.
Terrific. Well, thank you for taking the time today. I really, really appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing what the city of Meridian does along with MDC.
Thanks for having me.
So this is the new SoMe amp that Brighton Corporation built for the community in the Pinnacle community.
Yeah, it is beautiful out here. I had some clients by about a little over a year ago, and they love
They love it out here?
It is awesome, yeah.
Well, let's go say hi to Jon Wardle, who's our president of Brighton Corporation.
Good to see you, Joe.
Hi, Jon.
Joe.
Nice to see you.
See you.
Good to see you. We have lots of great questions for you today, all about public-private partnerships and the things that Brighton Corporation is doing for the community, so we're very excited. Jon, as one of the leading builders in our community, you've had a front row seat to how growth and development are shaping our region. From your perspective, why are the public-private partnerships so critical in guiding that growth?
You know, growth in our community is always going to be of high interest for people. They live here, they move in, and then things happen like schools are overcrowded, or roads are busy, or the services aren't there. So as a developer and a builder, we have that opportunity to look at the big picture. That's why we like to do our master plan communities like Pinnacle or Paramount, Bainbridge, where we can look at some of those elements that you can do on a bigger scale, but harder to do on a small scale. So for us, it's not just one piece of a home building or just development. We look at the complete picture and see how we can work with the city, with the highway district, with a library district, and see what the needs are and how we can fill those within our new neighborhoods.
All right. Well, thank you, Jon, for allowing us to come today and ask you all sorts of questions about what you all are doing at Brighton. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming out, Kit.
Thank you.
So today was a lot of fun. It was great meeting both Dave and Jon. Very educational, hearing about Brighton corporations and what they kind of bring to the table for the Boise area.
Yeah, they've done an incredible job of building community. And I think that that's pretty special. I think we're lucky that they take the time to work with all of the different entities and put together these places that are lifelong lifestyle places that we can live. So thank you for joining us again today on The American Dream.